Oh yeah, pero reminder, this only applies for this person. Okay? Hindi po ibig sabihin na yung mga tao pong nanonood na baka walang status, eh biglang mag-apply kayo ng mga government social assistance. No, 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 no. Okay? Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Ang alam nating lahat, ano? At least ako, nasa isip ko, kapag ikaw ay wala ng valid status dito sa Canada, okay, out of status ka, ni visitor status wala ka, automatic wala kang access to government services, to government social assistance. Lalo na, no? Kasi nga wala kang status eh. You would think that is always the case, but apparently no. Alam niyo ba, yung pag-uusapan natin yung storya, no? I read this from the National Post. A person who has been staying in Canada without valid status for more than 20 years, a tribunal ruled na pwede siyang mag-access ng social assistance, specifically from the province of Ontario. Qualified raw itong taong ito for social assistance under Ontario Works program. Parang ano yan eh, tulong po sa mga walang trabaho. Okay. Dinenay ng Ontario Works yung application kasi ang sabi ng Ontario Works, wala ka namang status eh, di ba? Aba, inapila nitong out of status na tao sa Ontario Social Benefits Tribunal to make an appeal. And the tribunal overturned the refusal and said, hindi, ibigay nyo. Qualified raw siya. Wow! O, diba? Oh yeah, pero reminder, this only applies for this person. Okay? Hindi po ibig sabihin na yung mga tao pong nanonood na baka walang status, eh biglang mag-apply kayo ng mga government social assistance. No, 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 no. Okay? Hindi po ganun. Pag-usapan lang po natin itong kaso ng taong ito. Before that, actually, agad pong nag-react si Ontario Premier Doug Ford matapos lumabas itong article na ito. Let me put up his statement posted on his X account. Our government will always be there to support people on hard times. But that does not include people living in Canada illegally. If provincial regulations need to be changed to make that crystal clear, we'll change them. Yan. Kung kailangan nating siguruhin, no, pakita talaga, klaruhin sa ating mga regulasyon na yan ang dapat sundin na guideline gagawin natin. Bakit? Babalik ko, yung second sentence niya, no, dyan kasi nagkatalo. Mahalaga yung sentence na yan, ano, yung provincial regulations need to be changed to make it crystal clear. Mamaya po magigets ninyo. Kasi ang naging batayan po ng tribunal, mismong batas ng Ontario Works, yung wording ba. O sige, puntahan na nga muna natin itong report, no? O sige, para mas maintindihan nyo, puntahan na po natin yung report. This is, ito po, from the National Post, published July 11, 2026. Foreign migrant living illegally in Canada eligible for Ontario welfare. The tribunal rules. Ano po yung nangyari, no? Yung tao na po, hindi po naka-identify dito yung pangalan. So dumating daw po yung lalaki, okay, in Canada, noong 1997 on a temporary work permit. Nag-expire yung kanyang work permit after 4 years and he never left. Tapos, he was able to support himself by working cash jobs until 2023. Noong 2023 siguro, nagka-problema siya, naging homeless siya. Okay, he entered the homeless shelter system and it was at that point when he decided to apply for benefits under Ontario Works. Yan. He applied for welfare benefits last fall. The administrator of the... nito lang pala nag-apply. Okay. Not 2023. Okay, so he applied for social assistance for the program called Ontario Works. It was denied because of his lack of immigration status in Canada. There's an interesting part to this too, no? Sabi dito, yung officer daw ng Ontario Works na nag-process nung kanyang application did not, okay, the staff did not actually conduct an immigration search to ascertain the man's benefits eligibility. And according to the tribunal, it was to avoid possibly jeopardizing the appellant's situation in Canada. Okay, this is how I understand it, ano? Correct me guys if I'm wrong. Siguro hiningi yung ID, bigyan mo ako ng ID, okay, wala kang mabigay, ikaw ay walang status in short. Pero the officer did not make a formal inquiry about his immigration status. And according to the tribunal, the decision, it's to avoid possibly jeopardizing the appellant situation in Canada. Hindi ginawa yun because posibleng it could have triggered an enforcement dun sa kanyang immigration status. Baka mag-lead yun sa kanyang deportation. Yan lang ang basa ko dito, guys, ano? Posible rin, no? Baka ang thinking ni officer, hindi naman ako immigration enforcement officer. Okay, ayoko nang pakialaman yan. Basta ako, alam ko lang na siya ay walang status, wala siyang mapakitang ID siguro, yun na yun. So, denied ang iyong application claim. Okay, anyway, so ang nangyari, pumunta nga nung tribunal itong mama to appeal the decision. Ito na ngayon, yung tribunal, hinimay. Ano ba talaga ang eligibility requirements according to the Ontario Works Act? This is the law regulating provincial welfare benefits. According to this National Post report, the act outlines the impact of an applicant's immigration status on benefit eligibility and specifies 3 exclusionary classes. O, ito mga bawal to makakuha. Visitors, tourists, and those with a deportation or enforceable removal order against them. Yung adjudicator daw ng tribunal ruled that tourists and visitors are people who have entered Canada for a short period of time or for a temporary purpose. In short, hindi daw pasok itong taong ito kasi hindi na short period of time ang kanyang pagsistay dito sa Canada. Okay. O, tama. Kasi sabi dito, Mr. Brown, yung adjudicator, said those definitions show the applicant reasonably fell outside the meaning of both tourist and visitor, given the sheer length of time and the routes the appellant had established while in Canada. Guys, hindi po ako to, binabasa lang natin to. Isa pang nakita, kaya hindi daw excluded itong mamang ito doon sa eligibility requirements. Wala naman daw ebidensya na meron siyang order to leave Canada. Diba? Isa po sa exclusions, dapat those with a deportation or enforceable removal order against them. Wala naman Walang active removal order against this person. Okay. And so the tribunal ruled the man's denial of benefits incorrect and rescinded and declared him eligible to receive financial benefits. Oh, anong say ninyo? Napabuti pa dito sa taong ito na nandito siya ng matagal. Okay, hindi siya simpleng turista o visitor. Out of status nga nakakaloka, no? But anyway, with again, Premier Doug Ford's statement about this, siguro nakita niya na, sige, aayusin natin yung wording na yan para klaro na pati yung mga wala pong valid status, no, living in Canada, or in this case, in Ontario, klarong hindi po sila po pwedeng maka-access ng social benefits ng probinsyang ito. Again, reminder this discussion is only for that specific case. We are not saying na ang mga wala pong status, pwede bigla kayo mag-apply for social assistance. Okay? Hindi po ganon. But let me know what you guys think about this story. Binasa ko rin, basahin ko rin pala guys, no, yung ilang comments dun sa post ni Doug Ford. Pero hindi ko mapapakita, hindi ko na prepare yung mga screen grab, no. I'll just read some of them. Sabi nung isa, less talk, more action. O, sabi nung isa, then get to changing them, bud. Time to start course correcting. We've tried being nice for long enough. Sabi nung isa, change them. Stop wasting tax dollars on illegals. If they are illegal, send them back. How has this guy been here since 1997 illegally? 30 years, no removal order. And last, nababasahin natin, since immigrants get much more than true Canadians who've worked and paid their taxes. They're bleeding us dry and get the jobs. Okay, ilan po lang yan sa mga nakita kong comments on social media about this story. But let me know what you guys think. Put them down there in the comment section. I'll end this episode here. See you guys in the next one. Bye!